Hey guys, I'm Christy Adams and this is my first YouTube video. I decided to do a video about my story so you can get a better idea of who I am and where I'm coming from. Okay, let's get started. In July of 2011, I was given the opportunity to start competing in fitness competitions. So I trained really hard, I ate really clean, and I competed in my first fitness competition in Texas in October of 2011. I absolutely loved it. I decided that fitness was where my passion was. It was something that I wanted to devote all my time to. So I signed up for my second competition. This time I did NPC and I dedicated more time. I got an even more experienced coach. All right, so did that. I had a blast. I loved it. I met some awesome people. And I thought that everything was going to be wonderful in that field of well. It was about 2 months later after the competition, so it was July or August. I started having severe abdominal pains in my stomach every time I ate food. It didn't matter what I ate, I was in extreme pain. So I kept getting worse and worse and went to the doctor. He had no idea what was going on. Went to the emergency room a couple of times and they couldn't figure it out. I started losing lots of weight. I went from about 140 and I dropped currently about 102 pounds. So I'm totally a different person after all of that. Doctor started performing some surgeries and some tests, and I had my first surgery in October of 2013. He found a couple of things, but nothing to actually diagnose the problem. So we continued to pursue with new doctors and new diagnosis, but nothing was helping. I was having tests done like every week. I was going to new doctors constantly and nothing's happening, but I continued to lose weight and I started getting worse and worse with the pain. Well, finally, we saw a new doctor in New Orleans and he diagnosed me with the rarest vascular disease that there is. It's called median arcuate ligament syndrome, and I'll put the link right here and you guys can go check it out. People call it MALS because it's shorter and a lot easier to say. But what it is my aorta that runs right here. My celiac artery is faced the wrong way, so I wasn't getting blood flow to my organs. So he immediately decided that we were going to do some surgeries to kind of correct that. So I started having bigger surgeries in February, and February of 2014. I'm sorry, 2013. And at this point, I had already had probably about 6 or 7 surgeries with a time span of 5 months. So we did some more surgeries to cut the muscle, to remove different things, and it wasn't working. I was just getting worse and worse. So in May of 2013, May 15th, the doctors decided that they were going to do a celiac bypass. So at 27 years old, I had my first bypass. It was a very rough experience because after the surgery, I came out and I started feeling funny in ICU, and I told the doctors that something doesn't feel right, and my heart rate got up to about 200 beats per minute. I quit going to the bathroom. I was extremely pale. I had swollen up with fluid to the point where my eyes were almost swollen shut, and they decided that let's do some blood tests and see what's going on. And the blood test showed that I was bleeding internally. So within the matter of 12 hours, they went back in and discovered that they had nicked my liver and I was bleeding out on the inside. So they went back in, he stitched up my liver, and through the grace of God, I came out and I was doing wonderful. Well, from that point on, I started to have pain again, really bad abdominal pains. I'm still having trouble eating, but every day is a great day, and I get up. I do what I can that day, because some days I can't leave my bed. Other days I can do all kind of things. So I've lost more weight, so I still have to go to the doctors. I have to get my arteries checked every 3 months because all of my arteries, 99% of them are collapsed. They don't properly pump blood to my organs, so I have to get them checked a lot to make sure they're not at risk of having a stroke or other vascular injuries. So that's pretty crazy, but I've had a total of 12 surgeries, and that was in the matter of like 8 months span. And this year so far I only have 1 scheduled, so it looks like it's going to be a really great year. And I am full of ideas of things that I want to accomplish, things I want to do. I have a better outlook on life because it's been, I was extremely active when everything happened and it just stopped. I lost about between 30 and 37 pounds. I had to finish school fairly quickly. I had to stop working. I had to stop working out, and it completely changed my life. I went from night and day within the matter of 24 hours. So it very much changed me. I'm not the same person that I was a year and a half to 2 years ago, but I will say that I am back in the gym. I'm back at work. I'm training people again. I teach some amazing kids, and I couldn't be happier, and it's steadily growing, and I'm getting awesome opportunities to talk to different people and to help them through the experiences that I have. So I wouldn't change it for the world, but I wanted to share that with you guys because my channel is going to be about everything. It's going to be comedy, it's going to be fitness, it's going to be video blogs, it's going to have everything. But when some of this stuff is more serious, I wanted you guys to kind of know where I was coming from and know a little bit about my background. But I promise they're not all going to be serious. We're going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to do my best to post videos weekly, and we will make this an awesome channel with the help of you guys. So that's it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up for me, and subscribe so you guys can know when I'm posting anything else. Look down below. I'm going to have all of my information for any other social media that I may have. I will see you next week.